Imagine this for a second. You get paid, and within minutes, your brain already starts planning how that money will disappear. For a brief moment, you feel relief. You think, this month will be different. I'll save. But fast forward 3 weeks. You open your bank app, your chest tightens, and the balance is lower than you expected. Again. Now here's the scary question most people avoid. If saving money is so important, why does your brain fight it every single time? The first reason saving feels hard is something called present bias. Your brain values today far more than tomorrow. A coffee right now feels real. A vacation next year feels imaginary. When you choose between spending and saving, your brain isn't doing math. It's doing emotion. That's why saying, I'll save for my future feels weak, but saying, I deserve this today feels powerful. Your future self is invisible to your brain, so it sacrifices that person without guilt. Every time you spend instead of save, you're not being irresponsible, you're being human. The second problem is that saving feels like loss. When you spend money, you gain something. When you save money, you feel like you're giving something up. Your brain hates loss more than it loves gain. So even when saving is logical, it feels emotionally painful. This is why people will say, I know I should save, and then immediately do the opposite. Knowing isn't the issue, feeling is. Then there's lifestyle creep, and this one is brutal because it feels like progress. You earn more, so you spend more. Better phone, better food, better subscriptions you barely use. Nothing feels extreme, but together they silently kill your savings. The mistake people make is thinking, I earn enough now, so saving will be easy. That's false. If your behavior doesn't change, more money just gives your bad habits more room to breathe. Another reason saving feels impossible is mental accounting. Your brain treats money differently depending on where it comes from. Salary feels serious, bonus feels free, tax refund feels like a gift. So what happens? The extra money disappears first. You don't save it because your brain never labeled it as savings in the first place. You didn't plan it, so you spent it. Now let's talk about stress, because no one wants to admit this part. When life feels overwhelming, your brain looks for relief. And spending gives fast relief, a quick dopamine hit that temporarily quiets anxiety. It's not about the item. It's about control. Clicking buy now gives your brain a sense of power when everything else feels uncertain. That's why people overspend when they're tired, anxious, or emotionally drained. Saving requires calm. Spending thrives on chaos. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Most people don't fail at saving because they lack discipline. They fail because they try to solve an emotional problem with a logical tool. Budgets, spreadsheets, and rules don't work if your behavior is driven by feelings you don't control. So what actually works? First, stop relying on willpower. Willpower is unreliable and gets weaker when you're stressed. Instead, automate your savings. Money that never hits your checking account doesn't trigger spending emotions. Set it and forget it. If you see it, you'll spend it. Second, make saving emotionally rewarding. Right now, saving feels boring and painful. That's a design flaw. Give your savings a name. Not emergency fund, but freedom fund or sleep at night money. Your brain responds to stories, not numbers. Third, lower the bar. Most people aim too high, fail, and quit. Saving a small amount consistently beats saving a large amount occasionally. Consistency builds identity. Once you see yourself as someone who saves, behavior follows. Fourth, create friction for spending, not saving. Make spending slightly harder. Remove saved cards. Delay purchases by 24 hours. Your brain calms down with time. Saving should be easy. Spending should require effort. And finally, stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is temporary. Systems are permanent. The goal isn't to feel excited about saving. The goal is to make saving automatic and boring. If this hit close to home, do this now. If you've ever felt stressed, guilty, or confused about where your money goes, like and subscribe, not for the algorithm, but because this kind of content retrains how you think about money, and that mental shift matters more than any budgeting app. Comment below with one habit that's silently draining your money. Say it out loud. Awareness is the first crack in the pattern. And if you know someone who keeps saying, I don't know where my money goes, don't just share this video. Send it to them. It might feel uncomfortable, but discomfort is usually where real change starts.